Hi, my name's Christina Reich, and I go by Tina, and I'm currently the chair for Kairos Outside Northern California, and I'm thrilled that you're considering having Kairos Outside in your area. I want to tell you a little bit about the program. As you know, Kairos Outside is one of 3 programs of the Kairos Prison Ministry. We minister to women who are affected by the incarceration of a loved one. The whole idea behind our program is we recognize that women are doing time right alongside their loved ones on the inside. And so to that end, we have a weekend that we prepare for. We have 35 hours of team preparation, and we typically have 35 to 40 members on the team. And team preparation allows us to get to know each other and get to deal with some of our own feelings and emotions before the weekend, so that when we arrive on the weekend, it's 100% about the women and the Holy Spirit leading us. The weekend is 3 days long. We start in the afternoon on Fridays with dinner and guests arriving at 6. And we go through to the closing ceremony on Sunday. Usually the guests are allowed to leave by about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then the community closes up and cleans up. It's always a lot of fun. In 2010, I was a guest on a Kairos Outside weekend because my son was incarcerated, and it was a very rough time for me. And I cannot express to you how grateful I am to this ministry. I went from being a PTA president, the church child care provider and Sunday school teacher, volunteered in my community everywhere, just really active and loving life. And when my son got incarcerated, I retreated and I went into myself, and I was ashamed, and I would literally walk down grocery store lanes and see people that I knew and hide from them. And that's no way to live. So I went to a weekend. And that weekend absolutely changed my life. I turned my life completely over to God, where I don't think that I was truly a religious person or a spiritual person until I emerged from that weekend. I found forgiveness to be a very, very powerful gift, not only of the people in my life who I needed to forgive, but most of all to forgive myself. And the unconditional love of the team on the weekend just blew me away. I didn't have words to describe. These strangers don't even know me, and yet they love me. And it was apparent they really loved me. You could see it in their faces. The program was designed and is designed so beautifully. It just flows. And the talks that the team gives throughout the weekend are themed with the very things that you're struggling with when you have somebody on the inside. Anger, when they come home are some of the topics. And the talks are just so empowering. You just feel the love come through them that Jesus bestowed on that person giving the talk. And you've just been given another gift of how to relate in the world. The Holy Spirit is in every part of the weekend. It's amazing. The number of guests that we have can range in number. We have to have 24 guests confirmed before a weekend. And that's because there's typically about a 20% attrition rate. And so typically we'll have 20% less than that. But you really have to have 24 confirmed guests. I've been to weekends where there were 30 guests, and I've been to weekends where there were 12. And both weekends were just a blessing. The main thing, though, that I want to get across to you all is that these women are worthy, and they are enough, and they need this in their lives. Because of my weekend, I am now devoting my life to Kairos. And I know other women who don't devote their life necessarily to prison ministry, but they do other things in their community that they never thought possible. And so you're doing your community a great injustice by allowing these women not to have this weekend. So that's a double negative. So that was really not a good way to say it. But I'm very excited, and I I really, really encourage you and hope that you do put this program in place. And I'm here to help every step of the way. God bless you all. Listen, listen, love, love.